Christopher Columbus, the man who defied the world. Think a world where people believed the Earth was flat, where sailing too far meant falling off the edge of the planet, where dreaming of discovering a new world was laughed at. Imagine every expert telling you, "You're wrong, you're foolish, it can't be done." And then you prove them all wrong. This isn't a fantasy, it's the true story of Christopher Columbus, a man who saw the impossible and sailed toward it anyway. Christopher Columbus was born in 1451 in Genoa, now Italy, into a poor family. His father was a humble weaver, and Columbus grew up surrounded by the scent of the sea. As a young boy, Columbus was captivated by maps, stars, and ships. He would stand on the shores, staring into the horizon, wondering what lay beyond. Books about explorers fired his imagination. He read about lands of gold and spices in Asia, and one day he thought, what if I could reach Asia by sailing west? Everyone laughed. People believed the ocean ended in a waterfall and ships would vanish into oblivion. But Columbus kept dreaming. Columbus grew up and turned his dream into a mission. He wanted to find a new sea route to Asia by sailing west across the Atlantic. He went to kings and queens, pleading for ships and funds. Portugal said no, England said no, France said no. For 7 long years he was rejected, he was mocked, called a madman, dismissed by every scholar and nobleman, but he refused to quit. "I know what I've seen in the stars," he said. "I believe in my vision, even if the world doesn't." Finally, in 1492, Columbus got a yes. King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain agreed to fund his voyage. He was given 3 small ships, the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, and a crew, many of whom didn't believe in the mission. But Columbus believed for all of them. On August 3rd, 1492, they set sail into the unknown. Days turned into weeks. The sailors grew restless. Food and water were running low. Tensions rose. Some crew members planned mutiny. "We'll die out here. There's nothing but ocean. We must turn back." But Columbus stood firm. He told them, "Give me just 3 more days, and I promise we'll find land." He calmed storms, both in the skies and in the hearts of his crew. He watched the stars, studied the wind, and held on to faith. On October 12th, 1492, a sailor shouted from the deck, "Land, land!" After over 2 months at sea, they had found it. It wasn't Asia, it was a new world. Columbus had discovered the Americas. He had done what no one else had dared. He proved the Earth was not flat. He proved that vision can rewrite maps. He proved that faith in a dream is stronger than the fear of failure. But over time, criticism followed him. Some called him arrogant. Some blamed him for colonization and cruelty. Some tried to erase him from history. His later voyages were filled with trouble. He was even arrested for mismanagement. He died in 1506, disappointed, underappreciated. But history remembers him for what he was, a man who changed the world. He shattered the boundaries of what was possible. Columbus was not a perfect man, but he was a relentless dreamer. He failed more than once. He was rejected, doubted, criticized. But he never stopped. And because he kept going, we live in the world we do today. Maybe the world doesn't believe in your dreams. Maybe they say you'll fail. Maybe they're laughing right now. History doesn't remember the critics. It remembers the dreamers who dared to sail. You can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Columbus, if this story inspired you, like it, share it, and subscribe to Break the Limits.